Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. Thank you all so much for being here. So today we're going to take a look at the new moon that's occurring on July 5th or 6th, depending on where you live in the world. We're going to take a look at each life path number and what this new moon could hold in store. Before we get into the forecast, this is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading or forecast for your own personal numerology, please go to my website and book some time with me. I would love to work with you and take a closer look. All right, so let's take a look at what this new moon has in store for us. Life path number 3, you all are going to be working with the energy of the 5 and the 6 for this illumination. And so immediately what I see here is some kind of change or a need for adaptability when it comes to your home life, your family, close friends, relationships, like your romantic partners, that sort of thing. There could be some major shifts or changes in these areas. And this could be as simple as wanting to, talking with your partner and wanting to remodel, right? Or sell your house and buy a new house type thing. Or this could be a time where you really get serious about talking about expanding your family and what that would entail and sort of getting more serious about that and having those conversations. Or it could be that you are actually having a baby at this time or, adopting or something like that. And that process brings in a transition, right? It brings in change to the family dynamic. And so there's an adjustment period. So there really is sort of around this new moon, something new that potentially could be coming in for you that is going to require some kind of compromise, adjustment, change, but that is for the better, right? It's something that is sort of pushing you towards the direction that you want to be moving in. It's sort of like stepping into the next chapter around these themes. It can also be around finances to do with the home. So again, you could sell your home and get the finances from that process, get the money from that sale, and then choose to do something different with that money, right? Or buy a new house or something different, right? There could also be, for some of you who are single, this could be a time for meeting someone. And then, of course, that creates this change from being single to now being in a connection. So you could definitely meet someone around this time who is sort of here for, whether it's to teach you something about your own personal journey, right, through the experience, or if it's someone who is just here to complement the journey for a period of time, that's very possible as well. But definitely it's got those soulmate type of vibes as well. Some kind of change or shift that's going to require adaptability, that's going to require some kind of shift in the way that you sort of move through your daily routines. So again, it could also be about, maybe you start working from home and, or maybe you were working from home and you start working from, a brick and mortar, and that's going to require some kind of adjustment. So definitely seeing some kind of change here. The other thing is, because the 6 is a vibration of love, truth, and honesty, when it's coupled with the energy of the 5, there's something here that's asking you, where is it that you feel overly restricted or overly confined? Because the energy of the 5 wants us to break free from whatever it is that is holding us back, whether it's our own self-sabotaging, whether it's someone else trying to have control over us type of thing. So when it comes to, the 6 energy, the vibration of love, truth, and honesty, the 5 is saying, where is it that we need to be truthful with ourselves and then truthful with others so that we can have that freedom, so that we can break free from anything that's holding us back. So for some of you, this could be a time where there's endings to connections, right? Where, that's just not a healthy connection any longer and, it's just not meant to be. So there may be some moving in different directions at this time for some of you. And that's going to be something that, of course, you'll have to be very honest with yourself instead of holding on to a connection that is, I don't want to say toxic, but, that's just not working for all involved, for the highest good of all involved. This might be a time where both need to go in their separate directions. For the highest good of all involved. So you could see that come in for sure for some of you. If it's a connection that is faulty, right? If there's a connection that's not strong, this could be a time where that sort of breaks free at this time. And that can be done, of course, without anger and vindictiveness and all of the things that sometimes come along with separations. So the 6 is going to say, how can we do this in a higher vibration of like love and harmony and all of that? Let's see. The other thing I would say about this is, it's just a great time for, beautifying a space, making some changes that, make you feel lighter and, more expressive and free, right? This is a very freeing type of energy. And because it's coupled with the 6, it's very much about those things associated with the 6, right? So again, relationships, deep core relationships, beautifying a space, love, honesty, truth, etc. So there could be some major shifts in those areas for you all around this new moon. And I would say over the next couple of weeks from the new moon. So pay attention to that. Whatever does come up is needed, right? When the 5 comes through, it's shaking things up. And so wherever it shakes up for you around this new moon, it's because it needs to be shaken up. Like you already probably know what the area is that needs to have this sort of shake up. And the 5 brings that to the table. So it sort of makes that happen. So I would say be as adaptable and as sort of fluid as possible during this time. Sort of see what this energy is trying to show you, move with it, and then sort of evaluate once things calm down a little bit. Before you make any big, massive decisions. So beautiful energy here, especially for, again, sort of changing things up, bringing in some fresh air into the situation, whatever it may be. But just try not to be too controlling of the situation because it's really hard to have control over with 5 energy. It's very much about being adaptable, going with the flow, and seeing where it takes you. So I hope it's a beautiful one. Take care. Bye for now.